Hello and welcome to the MES tool release highlights for summer 2024. I'm 𝙀𝙤𝙤𝙚 and the product application engineer of MXAM. And this is obviously the reason why I talk about the MES Model Examiner, which is your guide to better modeling for our release in summer 2024, which is the release 10.2, and I will shortly present you the highlights of this release, and then we head over to the tool to show some things in detail. So first of all, for our topic on simply better models and your guide to better modeling, is that we now have a new guideline document available called Towards MXAM Compliance with Target Link and MXAM. So this is now available. Then we have also several workflow and performance improvements that increase the user experience of the MES Model Examiner in general. And also in terms of simply better models and how to be guideline compliant, we are also proud that we have now checks for an improved maintainability in models with a consistent naming of different model elements. And also our setup and licensing is now simplified, because we have now an easy-to-go license configuration with the latest version of the license manager, which is 2.3. So I think then we can head over into the tool and show you the new document, again titled Towards MXAM Compliance with Target Link and MXAM. And this new document is aimed at projects where the generated code or the generated target link code is required to be compliant to the MXAM standard. And this document supports those software projects. So in order to decrease the guideline violations on the autocode level. So this is also a good way for front-loading one quality assurance aspect here, to use this document on your models when you are in a project where the auto-generated code should be MXAM compliance. And as well, as you see here, the MXAM 2023 even requires the application of suitable modeling guidelines when you have model-based development with autocode generation. And you may see here, as a good user of MXAM, that this is also new and a good workflow improvement here, that you have the introduction chapter of the respective guideline document here available as a description field when browsing through the documents. So we see that as well here for the MES Functional Safety Modeling Guidelines document, but is also available for MAP 5.0, for instance, so that you have at a good first glance the introduction of the respective guideline document. So let's have another small look at the Towards MXAM Compliance with Target Link and MXAM. So you see that we have different chapters here, in order to help you again to decrease the guideline violations later on the static code testing. And now when you want to have a closer look at all the guidelines and checks here, so it is now also available in the tree menu to expand to a specific type here. So if you maybe do not want to see each check here, but expand this to the guidelines, so you can now select this, and all available guidelines are here now expanded. So these two of the stuff which are workflow improvements, and we are also proud that we have performance improvements for the model analysis, that we have a faster model analysis, so because we improved the performance, especially on checks that are tracing signals, especially for variant subsystems, and as well, so because each check technically has some post and some pre-processing, we as well increased the performance there, also with the use of state-of-the-art MATLAB functionalities. Speaking of checks, so I briefly mentioned on the slide that one highlight is the improved maintainability with consistent naming of model elements, and therefore I prepared a small analysis here where we checking for signal naming. So at first we checked for signal naming and propagation, and one aspect of this guideline which should ensure consistent signal naming to have a good comprehensibility and also a better maintainability. We have one aspect that the signal should be named at its source. And now, we are available, or we have now the ability to repair this violation. So you may think it's hard to guess how a signal should be named, but for some special cases, like when the source block is a constant block, so we can, or we can be sure that it's good to have a naming consistency there to name the signal after the parameter which is in the constant block. So let's directly see here with the link in the model. So we see we have one constant block here and also a second one where the respective signal is not named at the source. And now we can, where we see now the name is set to second mode. And also the next one then named to first mode. And so now we can quickly resolve this guideline violations of the signal not named at the source really quickly for these cases when the signal originates from a constant block. But we have also another new check for the a new check and guideline of signal naming for bus assignment blocks, which says that the signal here, which is assigned via the bus assignment block, should be a consistent name. So for this, here we have the bus name, bus 1 as the prefix and the sig2 as the signal name. So to ensure a consistency of the signal and also where the signal and bus this is assigned to. Let's have a look how this looks like here. So we see that we want to assign this signal, which is called sensor sig, to the signal of flux left, which is in the bus flux data bus. And we are now as well available or able to repair this finding. So we see now we can, for consistency reasons, name this flux data bus left underscore flux left. Apply it here, so to have the consistency here, a better comprehensibility, and therefore also an improved maintainability when we directly see this signal is assigned for this bus and as well the respective signal flux left. And there are also other checks and improvements which you can then have a more detailed look in our release notes. And one remark we have to make here, so since I showed you the repair, so with the MXAM 10.2, the legacy repair, which is the old repair function, this now has been removed. And so you have to be aware if you have your own custom checks implemented with the old repair, so you have to, or you should adapt your custom checks to the latest repair function, that they can be also used in MXAM 10.2. Good, then let's get back to the slides. In order to summarize what we've seen, so we had the new guideline document, the MSRC guideline, or the MSRA towards MSRC, which had software project that require the MSRC compliance of the generated code in order to reduce the number of code violations on the code level. We talked about the workflow and performance improvements, and we saw the improved maintainability with consistent naming of model elements with these two examples of signal named at the source, with the use case when it originates from a constant block that we can rename the signal consistent to the constant parameter, and as well rename and check the name consistency for signals and bus assignment blocks. And last but not least, so the simplified license configuration check. So this is especially interesting for DevOps engineers or admins or people that are responsible for the tool chain. So because with the latest update, it is now that you can really set and verify the license configuration setup without starting the tool over the graphical user interface. And that you not run into different errors than when the tool is already run. And it is now possible with the latest license manager to check for Flexera system variables. Then thanks for watching and listening, and try out the latest release. And for more information, so you can see the detailed release notes within the release. So thank you and goodbye.